We're at the Shadowtech LLC booth. I'm talking with Josh. The company also is very well known for the Hog Saddle product. Josh, it's always good to see you. Now, we're going to focus in on this particular tripod and mount that we have here in front of us. Tell us more about it.
Sure. So the cool thing that we've been trying to do is try to get new shooters and hunters and stuff to get into the tripod shooting world and not to be quite as intimidated about getting into it and thinking that they have to spend a whole bunch of money to have a really quality tripod system that they can hunt with or get into PRS. You don't necessarily have to blow a whole bunch of money, but you'll still be able to be very capable of hitting targets at 1,000 yards, at a manageable price point for sure.
Right.
What we do have is this is our brand new PIG 0311G tripod. It's our field tripod. It comes in OD green. It weighs 5.5 pounds, a little heavy, but its retail price point is at $138, right? Very palatable. Its load rating is for 26 pounds, so it's a little bit better than the Manfrotto's. We've got a rotating center column, so if you want to direct mount a saddle without using a ball head, save some money, reduce weight to your tripod, you can do that. It allows you to pan, and then, so you got your panning function, and since you don't have a ball head, the elevation, you do it real simple. You basically loosen the grip of your pig saddle, tighten it down, and then you're good to go. You can still pan everything else. Kind of ghetto, works really well though. It's actually a little bit more stable than using a ball head. Save money, save weight, save cost. Works really well.
Yeah, we found that the lower you can bring that rifle down to the center point of that tripod, the more stable it is.
For sure, yeah. A couple other things about that center column. The center column is a short center column, so it allows the tripod to splay out to 11 inches off the ground to like a high prone. Because the whole idea you want your tripod to basically bridge the gap between as high as your bipods go on your rifle, and then bridge the gap all the way to standing, ideally, for your tripod. So this basically allows you to have a supported shooting option from really any scenario that you really wish to hunt from.
Now, the tripod will go up to what height?
62 inches, so about throat to chin height for a 6 foot tall man. And even that tall, that's even too tall for most full grown or full 6 foot tall guys.
Yep.
Ideally from a standing, as long as you're not having to go over an obstacle that's dictating what you have to do, you're going to want to be about chest nipple level for that bore of the rifle. What that does is it's still below your center of gravity, and that recoil is going to push you around. If you get above that high pec or collarbone area, the recoil is going to be on top of your center of gravity. It's going to push you around and be a little bit more difficult to keep your reticle on target, spot your rounds, and all that stuff.
Right. Now, there are a couple of accessories on this that we want to draw attention to.
Yeah, so a really cool thing about the PIG tripod is not only is that a really palatable price point, but it has all these shooter-specific features that a standard camera tripod isn't going to have. We've got a load-bearing hook, so if you're spotting for guys or you need a little extra stability in your tripod, you can take your pack and hang it on the hook and basically add more downward mass to your tripod, making it more stable.
Okay.
The good thing about a heavier tripod is it's easier to shoot from, and it's a lot more stable. Downside, you gotta carry it. Another big feature that adds stability to this tripod are these interchangeable spiked feet right here. So it comes with rubber feet and spiked feet. You don't have to pay extra for that, it's standard. If you're in like a rural hide, you're shooting on the side of a field, or you're doing a comp where the ground is fairly soft, you can use these spikes, really increase your stability. But if you're back on like a concrete range, you just put those rubber feet back on there and you're good to go. But yeah, overall $138 out the door, and you've got a super solid tripod kit. A very common, I guess, like kit, or combo that a lot of customers really like is the new Melanite pig saddle combined with the field tripod. $270 out the door, which legit works. As long as you got solid elbow support in your shooting position, possibly use a sling for that support, nothing's going to stop you from hitting those 1,000-yard targets with a tripod that doesn't necessarily cost a whole bunch of money.
Very good. Well, thanks, Josh, for the update and spending time with us and our viewers. Best of luck in 2018.
Yeah, thanks a lot.